Hi, I'm Abby Smyers. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I am delighted to bring you an age-old family recipe that my mother and my grandmother, I've been begging them to make me for years. What I'm going to be preparing with you all is a creamed egg with toast points. It's a very simple recipe, but we're going to make it simpler and a little bit updated with our Philadelphia cooking cream, and I've decided to make this sort of an Italian version of our toast points. And so I'm going to be using the Italian cheese and herb blend of this brand new product, this cooking cream that will change the way you cook. I promise you, it's amazing. So the first thing we have to do with creamed egg is deal with our eggs. So I have 6 eggs over here. And what we have to do first is we have to make these hard-boiled. So I've got 6 eggs. I'm going to put them in my pot very carefully so that I don't accidentally break them. And then I'm going to cover them with some warm water. And then you turn on the heat. I have electric, so I use medium, high. You're going to do the same if you have gas. And what you're going to do is you're going to allow that to come to a bubble, and once it comes to a bubble, you're going to let it simmer for another 5 to 8 minutes as it bubbles, and then take it off the heat. It is, if you can see after the steam, at a rolling boil. So what I'm going to do now, it's been at a rolling boil for about 30 seconds. I am now going to turn my stovetop off. And then because I have electric, I have to remove it from the heat or else it'll boil over. And I'm going to cover it back up and let it sit in that hot water for about 10 minutes. I'm going to take this magic ingredient called Philadelphia cream cheese cooking cream. And I'm going to use the Tuscan herb. And it's so magical. It smells like the best Italian restaurant you've ever been to, and I'm getting every single last drop of it. Oh my gosh, and look at it. It's sort of soupy, creamy. It's got that velvety, delicate texture like I've been talking about. So we are going to put this in the pan, okay, and it already has all of the herbs in it. It already has that Parmesan cheese flavor, so I do not have to add any of those extra ingredients. This one tub has given me all of that. And then, we'll make sure we get all of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some heavy whipping cream, because what could be better than that? And then I'm just going to whisk this together until it gets into a nice, thin-like sauce that I could easily spoon over my eggs and prosciutto and toast points. And so that I have over low heat, and this is just going to bubble, and I'm going to let the cream and the Philadelphia cooking cream just blend together and marry and create a light, delicate velvet sauce that I don't have to worry about. I didn't have to use flour, so you don't get those, little flour bits in it. It's magic. So, while that gets warm and heats together and melts, and my eggs bubble, I am going to focus on my toast next. All right, it smells so good in here. I'm doing my little happy dance. And now we are going to talk about these toast points. So I've got 2 pieces of toast. I like whole wheat. If you like sourdough, rye, use whatever you want. And I am going to make them into beautiful little triangles because I care that much. So here's my first little triangle. We're going to make all of our little toast points into triangles. This is just the cutest little thing to serve to your kids or to guests. And you can save these for stuffing if you want to, or you can just eat them as like a snack if you feel like it. Dipped into the cream. You can get the rest of the cream with this. That's what I recommend. And then you're going to take all of these and put them in your toaster. All right, my timer has gone off, meaning my eggs have been sitting there for 10 minutes. And now we're going to carefully strain off the hot water. We're going to have to cool down the eggs now so that we can peel them. So I'm going to just cover them with some cold water and let them sit for another 60 seconds or so in this cold water bath. And that way we won't burn our hands, because nobody needs to burn your hands. So I'm just going to let these sit right here. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about cooking cream as I show you how I crack these eggs. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pat them. Oh my God, these eggs are perfect. I'm going to pat them right along, and you see how easily they just fall apart. They're just coming right off. And they're slippery. I like to peel my hard-boiled eggs when they're wet because it makes it slipperier, so I can get these off really easy. And I'm just going to throw these in a little bowl that I have sitting over here. Okay, and I'm just going to make sure that all the shell's off. And okay, so this cooking cream, okay, typically with this recipe when my grandmother and my mother used to make it for me, they would heat the butter and add a little flour, add some milk, salt and pepper, maybe some cheese, all of that good stuff. And do you know what we added? Was anybody just paying attention? We added cooking cream and cream. That's it, guys. Now, let me show you my tricks for how I slice an egg. I take some trusty old dental floss, and I'm going to slice it in half. Perfect. And then it doesn't stick to your knife. And then I am just going to slice it just like that. Easy as can. Then I'm going to take these beautiful thin slices of prosciutto. That's gorgeous Italian ham, basically bacon. And I'm just going to swirl that on top of each toast point. Okay, like so. Then we are going to take our magic cream sauce. Look how beautiful that looks. And we are just going to delicately drizzle that right over the top, and that's going to heat that prosciutto up. And it's got that gorgeous creamy velvet texture. It smells like total heaven. Okay, then to finish it off and make it just gorgeous, we're going to add a teeny bit of paprika. Little cherry tomatoes that I have. We're going to just put a couple in there to add a little pop of flavor. And then we are going to take a couple of basil leaves, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to make little basil ribbons. And I am just going to roll these up like so. And I'm going to grab a knife, and I'm just going to make thin little strips. And then once you see perfect little ribbons, we're going to add a little mozzarella cheese to the top, because cheese is my favorite thing on the planet. Don't tell anybody, but I could live on cheese and bacon. It's my deal. And then our beautiful little ribbons of basil. And that's it. It's that easy. That took us, what, about 20 minutes? And if you want, because we're having Tuscan-inspired creamed eggs with toast points, we have our little Tuscan chickens. And if you need a little salt and pepper, we can add a little bit of pepper, teeny bit of salt. Perfect. Now I get to try this. Okay, don't tell anybody I'm eating first. Okay, we are going to take this little bite with the toast point. I want a little tomato and that cream. Oops, won't let go. Oh, that prosciutto looks so good. Now I get to try it. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Grandma. I think we may have improved on the original recipe. This is so amazing. It makes an amazing breakfast, brunch, lunch, or even dinner. Why can't we have eggs for dinner? So, thank you, Philadelphia Cream Cheese, for coming up with cooking cream. And get in your kitchen and make these Tuscan creamed eggs and toast points. They're easy, and it is so delicious. And this product makes it a snap. Thank you.